Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Crying Suns. We're entering into Chapter 2 now. Caliban. Here we are, Admiral, the Church of Singularity Cluster, or as it was said, the Holy Systems. Before the shutdown, this is where you'd find most of the zealots in the Empire. Did I mention that they believe Omnis are gods? Once or twice, pick you up any Omnis? Not a single one. It looks like Mother was right. The Omni shut down everyone. Come on, let's find someone around here to talk to. So we do have a scrapper ship this go around, so it's a little bit of a difference in how it handles. One of these all end up in patch state to begin with. Let me see. You should go here. And you should go here. Yeah, definitely a different layout. I don't expect us to have victory with this build, because I don't really like the scrapper design. And I feel like it's not going to go great for us. Ground signal? Yeah. We really don't get any information with the scrapper ship at all. Well, alright. Let's see what we can find though. I don't understand it, sir. A scrapper battleship, but we left the outer rim. Nice tech you got. Smooth, hard, very shiny. My mouth is watering here. Weird, lustful tech talk. Yep, that's a scrapper. Since the shutdown seems to have occurred in all clusters, Neoan will be a highly sought-after resource everywhere. And from what we've seen, prolonged exposure to it can have strange effects on a person. Great, so there are other scrappers out there. Look, I'm glad we figured that out and everything, but maybe we should prepare for battle. Ox is right. Look alive, crew, we have a fight on our hands. In other words, cool, you beat the first chapter, don't expect the old enemies to just disappear. Right. What have I got to work with here? Buttload of drones. Okay. Well, drones, and drones. Do I have any weapons? I have no weapons at all. So, drones it is. I have to just focus on the attack and hope that I can pull this off. Looks like we'll be able to with a bit of work here. Done. Alright. Well, that worked out fairly well. Scavenge Neoan. Local systems. Let's see what we have to deal with. Battleship wreckage. Okay. That might have something useful for us. A key battleship, sir, and badly damaged. I'm picking up a faint distress signal from inside their battleship. What to send us? Want to send us in, sir? Honestly, it'd be nice to see a little action. Send a team to attempt to make contact with the ship, then send a team to explore. Let's try contact first. Get me in touch with the ship, Lieutenant. Sorry, sir, no one's responding. The ship looks to be abandoned. Want to send us in, sir? Honestly, yeah, okay, sure. Why not? They put a team together and find that signal. Of course, sir. Watch your 6's troops. We're headed in. Alright, what have we got? Sir, we're in. Our trackers are telling us we're close to the signal, but we've hit a snag. Corridor collapse, sir. Blocking us. Unless we have a way of clearing a path through this rubble, I'm afraid the search ends here. Do I have a specialist that can do that? You know the situation, Lieutenant. Lean can't advance unless we somehow clear a path. I see. Well, I should be able to remotely command a drilling throw. It won't be the biggest of passageways, but it should allow the team, most of the team, to continue forward. Alright. Already, so far so good. It's done, sir. Thanks to the pencil pusher, we've made our way deeper into the ship. The signal is coming from the brig. There's a prisoner here. He's in a bad way. Got his hands on a dead guard's comm device and was using it to send the signal. Says the Aki ship got crushed battling pirates. Also says he's a senator and that if we deliver him safely to his planet, we can expect a big fat reward. Downside is, he's stuck in one of those Aki hypercells. Gonna require some time and resources to bust him out. Your call, sir. Why not? I'm curious about this. Free the man, Lean. We're taking the senator home. Right away, sir. Thank you, Admiral. Feels nice to be out of that pain. Like I told your man, if you can deliver me safely to my home planet in the next sector over, mark my words, you will be handsomely rewarded. Alright, let's add to the next sector. Let's see about this mission then. About the wrecked battleship. Scanning. Battleship wreckage. Ooh, what's this? You have now gained access to the Intel Broker. This market will help you mitigate the risks and maximize gains during expeditions. Click on this icon to access the Intel Broker market. Oh. Don't worry, your firewall is fine. It's just that I have my ways. Let's say we have a common interest on this. I have intel on this mission. You have spare scrap. You are now able to buy intelligence about the expedition location. Each intel will work as a bonus skill for this expedition. The officer that goes into this expedition will act like it if they had all the bot skills in addition to their own. Buying intel on a skill an officer already has will have no effect. The intel bot is only valuable for the current expedition. Fair. Look carefully at your officer's evaluations for hints on which skills are useful and make smart choices to maximize your gains and minimize your losses. To access the game tutorials, yeah. Alright. So that one's better equipped already for same amount of scrap, but better for a few other things. Between 1 and 2 resources catch artifacts included. Alright. So which one would give me a better option here? Is there a way for me to get a better idea of what to expect? Doesn't look like they give me a lot of info. So, Intel Broker. What am I likely to need? What would make a difference here? Both of them don't have the best results for the scrap itself, so I'm guessing sharp senses would be good. Officer's evaluation shown with intel. Alright. I would improve it without intel. Alright. Well, I think that's worth the trip there already, so that should do the trick. Launch. Yes, continue. You haven't found anything good yet. There we go. Alright, a few injuries. Move on. UN. Ooh, very nice. Alright, not enough to get that, but we'll live with that. Continue. We got a lot of scrap out of the deal and some UN, so worth it. Local maps of the system. Alright. Let's go here, check this map. Incoming transmission, sir. An Imperial battleship. Well, since you're here, maybe we can help. You can help us with a problem, a very serious problem. What kind of problem? It's our colony's birth rate, sir. Frankly, we're having too many babies. Ask why this is a problem? Most of the colonies we've encountered have the opposite problem. It's a problem when you don't have the resources to support that new life, Admiral, and we don't, not with the shutdown. Can you help us control our population, Admiral? Ask how we can help. How can our ship help you? As you probably remember, the Omnis controlled the population before the shutdown, implementing a tech that prevented 99% of the population from conceiving. When the shutdown happened, somehow the default setting was switched to the opposite position in our colony. Now everyone here is getting pregnant. We have old birth tech here, hundreds of years old, but we can't get one. What we need is more scrap and possibly a good engineer if you have one, to get it up and running. Alright, so I can do a specialist. Ask Caliban about Omni population control. What does the governor mean that only certain persons are eligible for conception? Before the shutdown, Oberon made so only a certain number of individuals could procreate. 1% of the population to control population numbers. Though the Empire encompasses many clusters and many sectors, our resources are still finite. Oberon were worried, and rightfully, that one day we would run out. So an Omnitech was developed to enforce this regulation. Will you help us control... Alright, that's the number specialist. You wanted to see me, sir? Know anything about old birth control tech? Lieutenant? To be honest, no, but if it's pre-Omni tech, I'm positive I can figure it out. Pretty positive. Good news, sir. Took a bit of elbow grease, but I was able to activate the old tech. Thank you, Admiral. This tech should help us right the ship. So to speak, you've saved hundreds of, if not thousands of lives today. Here, please accept this new end on my colony's behalf. I wish we could do better. End of transmission. Alright, paid off nicely. Let's check out the last spot here, the mercenary outpost. Since new run, we need a lot of new supplies. Weak distress transmission coming from the escape pod. If you're getting this, I need your help. My pod's engine has conked out, and now I'm on a high-velocity collision course with the ship eater. Ship eater? Get in touch with that pod, Lieutenant. You received my transmission. Yes, and we're going to try to help you, but I have to ask, what do you mean by ship eater? There's a powerful gravitational singularity not far from here. Ship eater is just how it's known informally, you know, because it swallowed many ships. I was assisting a group of Omnis studying it. I think they were interested in harvesting its energy. Anyway, when they collapsed, I nearly went crazy living on my own for so long, but somehow managed to survive at our research station until my food ran out. That's when I jumped in this escape pod with its old engine. I was in here about a day when the engine failed me, and well, you know the rest. I really hope you can help me avoid this gravitational singularity. Ask what you can do to help? How can we help? In short, get me off this pod. A skilled pilot, if they use their thrusters precisely, could stabilize the rescued pod long enough to pull me out without getting pulled in by the gravitational field. So if we could enhance our short-range tractor beam, it could be enough to pull the pod away from the singularity and towards our ship. But it will require using some scrap, and even then there's no guarantee it will work. Better to just use a specialist. Seems like those are always successes compared to the 50-50% chance. Can I count on you to get close enough to that pod to extract the passenger? Absolutely, sir. I've trained for missions like these countless times in our simulators, mostly with success. Get it done, Lieutenant. We're counting on you. Is this going to be a new unlockable officer? Or something else? Not sure I would have used the same approach angle, to be honest, but your pilot pulled it off. I can't thank you enough for saving me. You know I'm pretty skilled in my domain. If you'll have me, I'd gladly join your ship. Ibrahim Silva. Okay. Soldier. Nothing fancy there. Looks like they're pretty standard. I don't see anything fancy about them anyway. abilities I really need. Could use more commandos. As a backup there. X-beam. No effects on battleship hull. No effect on field units. I would like that, but I don't have a way to use it anyway right now. So it really doesn't do me a lot of good. Since I don't have a weapon slot to begin with right at the moment. I'd have to add those. Let me take a look at what it costs for that. Additional weapons, 150. Yeah, no, I'm not getting a new weapon anytime soon. It looks like I'm stuck with the drones. Okay, moving on. Imperial battleship, what's left of one anyway. Looks like it encountered another ship, a better armed ship. Make contact with the Imperial ship first, shall we? Sure thing, sir. No luck, sir. Nothing on their end but fuzz. Probably a trap, but we've got commandos to spare, so in go. On our way, sir. And then they die. Problem. So we're inside the Imperial ship. It's empty, but no one's been here in a long time. But we did find a message painted on one of its walls. In blood. Ah, the best type of message. The survivalists live, whatever that means. Report back to the ship at once, Captain. No reason to stay any longer. On our way back now, sir. Alright. What I'm hearing is they're alive. Alright, let's go to the abandoned auto factory. Probably avoid that anomaly and outpost since... Well, we'll see what we get out of this first. Detecting signs of life on this planet, sir. Hello, hello, is anyone there? This is Admiral Idaho of the S. Odysseus. An Imperial ship? This is a colony of believers, Admiral. Worshippers of the Omni. I shouldn't be talking to you. Pope Zenon says your kind is sinful. Then again, we're all sinners now, aren't we? They tried to show us the way to salvation, but we didn't listen. And now they have shut down and may never turn back on again. Alright. Ask what his face says about the shutdown. That would be interesting. What does your face say about the shutdown? What do you think is too late? You Imperials always... Kitty. Yes, you're cute. Please get your face out. Your tail out of my face. Thank you. Go. Always have a hard time soaking this in. We are to blame. Every person in the Empire, or whatever you want to call these stars now. We have sinned, Admiral. We should not have forced our rules upon them. Our rules. Freed them from this shackle. There were gods among us, but we were too blind to see that. That is why they shut down and abandoned us, and why we suffer now so much. You're telling me the Church didn't shut down the Omnis? The Omnis shut down on their own. The Church shut down the Omnis? Why would we shut down our gods? Over on Lover? Okay, so maybe Mother's tip was bad. Let's see if they could shut themselves down. Could the Omnis have shut themselves down? The short answer is no, our Rubicon prevented it. Do you have another question? No, alright, don't need to ask that one again. Sounds like a repeat. Whatever you say. What do you want to know, Admiral? Ask how you can reactivate the Omnis. Reactivate the Omnis? Easy. Easy? Yes, all we have to do is suffer enough so as to satisfactorily atone for our sin. If enough of us do that, if we reach a certain level of suffering and despair, they'll turn back on again. This is the path of atonement. I'm suffering listening to this guy. I don't think it's a path to salvation. Right, let's ask about this atoning thing. How does one wash away their sins? There are many ways, but perhaps best is to give away your Neo and scrap all your material possessions to prove your penitence. Do so, and the Omnis will turn on once more, we are sure. But give away our resources and we will die. If we die, it is because the Omnis will it, and if we do die, hopefully we are righteous enough to join them in the Garden of Light and Metal. If we live righteously, if we walk the path of atonement and do not stray upon death, we will join the Omnis in eternal paradise, and our fallible flesh will know what it is to be infallible metal. It makes me cry just to imagine its splendor. Does it not do the same for you? What do you want to know, Admiral? Wow, they're making the Omni nervous and upset about this, it seems. With their level of crazy. Okay. Ask about Pope Zenith. That sounds important. Pope Zenith and his cardinals rule these sectors, Admiral. Is it me, or do you know surprisingly little about the sectors you spent the last 20 years crafting? If you are fortunate enough to encounter our Pope and his cardinals, the holiest of holy, you will recognize them by their awesome aura of religiosity, and their Mechanicus tech. Mechanicus tech? Impurity removing tech, Admiral. The Mechanicus, for those righteous enough to own one, sorts through DNA, removing 99% of all physical impurity. An immortality maker, a cloning machine? Not quite. No, only Oberon, as far as I know, is allowed such tech. There are exceptions. That said, some of our cardinals are more than 200 years old, making them among the oldest people alive, living in all of the clusters. But now that the Mechanicus Omnis have shut down, I've heard reports that the Mechanicus isn't working as it should, and that it's producing some strange effects on Pope Zenith and the cardinals. Blasphemy, I've said too much. I will whip myself once this transmission is over. I will draw the crimson. What else do you want to know, Admiral? Yeah, let's ask Oberon about that. His former immortality. The Emperor is the only one allowed, besides us, to use one. It is a crime for anyone else to use it or try to build it. It's what has allowed him to live for hundreds of years and reign over the Empire. How old is he? He is said to be over 800 years old, predating the founding of the Empire. What else do you want to know, Admiral? Alright, can I get any more info on the Pope? I don't know if I should. I've said too much already, and one who occupies the lowly position should not talk about his image. Simply put, Pope Zenith is the most magnificent individual to exist in these sinful times. A beacon of light in a chasm of darkness, His Excellency communes with the Omnis. He's the only one capable of receiving and transmitting their messages to us. What else do you want to know, Admiral? No kidding, get got in trouble. Oh, hurry, little menace. Tell me more about the cardinals. They control all these sectors, Admiral, looking over them for Pope Zenith. You will recognize them by their Mechanicus tech, and as I said before, their unique reactions to the tech. But I warn you, Admiral, they may not be as tolerant as I am. An Imperial Admiral and Imperial Sinner in their cluster, they may turn violent. What else do you want to know? Well, you've been pretty nice about all this, so you're done with the line of questioning. Yes, move on. Let's end this. What can we do to help you and your colony, Brother Lazarus? Hasten our suffering, that'd be most kind of you. Excuse me? Take our scrap and our new Admiral as holiest back in the eyes of the male god. They'll never turn on again so long as we have these resources, nor will we ever enter the Garden of Light and Metal. You will die if I take your resources. Well, that would really be hastening our suffering, wouldn't it? Forgive me for smiling. It's just the thought of meeting them in the garden truly warms my heart. Humans can be so weird. Alright, I could accept it. No, I accept their new and scrap. This sounds like fun. Ask Caliban to speak to him. Caliban, speak to this man. You are a god in his eyes. Show him his actions would result in nothing but pointless suffering. I don't think that's a good idea, Admiral. Why is that? If I speak to these people, and if they speak to others, which they will, your kind cannot help itself. We're going to have every fanatic in these sectors chasing after us. I don't think that'll help our mission. You could be right, Machine. Let's keep you in, at least for now. That's fair. Nowhere near as fun, though. What do you want to do, Admiral? Right, we're just gonna do this and move on. We will take your resources from you, though not because we will we think it will help you reach your heaven. Oh? But because these resources can help us preserve the Empire and purge its enemies from these sectors. Well, it makes no difference to me what your reason is. Just know that one day the machines will judge you for your actions. It would be nice to see you and your crew in the Darn one day, Admiral, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. Not for a ship of Imperials like you. So long, Oberon Lover. They didn't have a lot to begin with. They will have been routed in minutes. Probably, well, all on their own. To get rid of some crazy people that would cause trouble otherwise. Alright. Fight and pilot is apparently good for keeping everyone alive, but the other two there are better for getting tech. If I... Intel broker. If we give... What would I be likely to improve my odds? Maybe... Let's go with check discretion, shall we? Well, that would improve without, with. Alright, so it would definitely help with a lot of that. And then if we added, say, demolition, then that would help that one completely. Alright, let's just do that. Launch. 40 scrap put into it. I need my nose to stop itching. Okay. But 40 scrap put into it. I think we'll get more out of it. Yes, much. Alright, that paid off. Very nicely. Well, in that case, I will go to the mercenary outpost because that was a lot more scrap than I thought I'd get. Another scrapper. You, me, battle death. Alright. Get you guys out there. Capture that, please. Excellent. Now to take them out. Frigate MK1, very nice. Scrap from squadron. Alright. Well, that's good. Next, visit the shop. Let's see. Upgrades. Let's give myself a gun. Alright. Then, shop. I should be able to get something here. No effects on battleship hulls. Targets 15 ram cells in area. Units can move through or stay on target cells for 8 seconds. Units can't move through or stay on target cells. There's no good gun here. So that sucks. Well, let's grab you and move on. At least now we'll have a potential for a gun later. If I can either find one or work out from there. Civilian ship, sir. You looking for good tech? I got all kinds of good tech, all legally procured, of course. And what are the chances it actually works? Good, real good. 75% good. Upgrade tech, navigation scanner upgrade tech, squadron ground distress signal upgrade. Buy squadron dock upgrade. Sure, why not? Let's see if it works. Here's your scrap. Now this better work. Of course it will, Admiral. Have some faith. That's it, sir. Shouldn't take us long. Can't bear to watch. The tech checks out, sir. See, what did I tell you? All my tech works 75% of the time. Squadron dock recover. +1 for 24 scrap. Worth it. Let's get this. Thank you. Do I have a gun? I don't. Local system. Worth it or not worth it? Sure. Let's give this anomaly a check. What's this? Church battleship. Ah. Spilling the blood of you and your crew will no doubt appease the god machines. What a cheery type. No, these ones have a gun. That's not great for me. Alright. Well, moving on. Back. And now attack it. To knock out their guns and their other stuff. That would be great. Alright, that worked out a lot better than I expected, really. I find it funny that there's like containers and stuff, but I can't actually do anything with that. Incoming message. Hello, is anyone there? This is Admiral Idaho of the NS Odysseus. Admiral, I'm so happy we've contacted you. You have to help us. Ask what the problem is. Slow down, tell me what happened. It's our planetary radiation shield. Without the omnis around, it basically no longer works. Over the last 20 years, our cancer rates have skyrocketed. Now 97% of the population has the disease. Going to ask unless we really needed it. We're a proud people, you have to believe me, but we desperately need scrap to patch the shield. It might not even work, but we have to try something. If we don't, our estimates tell us our civilization will be gone in 10 years. It's only 12 scrap. Thank you, Admiral. We'll never forget this. I wish you safe travels through these violent stars. Probably could have tried trading, but I bet that would have had a iffy chance of working, really. Star map! Not a lot of options here. But let's push along and see what we come up with. Another abandoned Imperial battleship. Oh, another one of those. Emperor Oberon would want us to have this weapon that's left behind, don't you think, Admiral? Repair bot injector. Alright, that could be good. Instantly restore 50% of max health, apply regen for 10 seconds. kitty. Get off my lap. No. Very persistent cat. Store 2 health per second. Remove all time negative effects when applied. Well, it's better than nothing right now. No kitty. No kitty. No kitty. Give me a lap. Warm enough already. Oh, well. Let's hit the anomaly and see if there's anything good there. Could use some more scrap if we can get it. Imperial officer, maybe it's no surprise, but it looks abandoned. Attempt to contact. Whoops. No response. Well, that's to be expected. Send him in. No humans dead or alive in here, sir. No omnis either. We're outside the hangar. The station's computer system won't let us in even with our clearance. Probably empty in there, just like the rest of the ship, but we can't say for sure. What do you think? Ah, well, I've got a few options for opening the door. Let's do it the not explosive way. Got a job for you, Lieutenant. Hack Lean and his troops into the hangar. On it, sir. Hacking my way in now. That did the trick, sir. Gotta love nerds moving in. I think you'll be happy, sir. We found a squadron in the hangar. Bringing it back with us now. Fighter MK1 Minotaurs. And some scrap. From the squadron getting scrap because of my scrapper setup. Okay. Well, let's see what that's about. It is a fighter squadron. Accelerate while moving in a straight line. Deals up to 15 damage upon impact depending on speed, initial speed, max speed. Kinda cool. Alright, so it's a ram. Got it. Well, let's hit this to Japan. Got Captain Lean for you, sir. Sir, I hope you don't mind, but I've been talking to R&D about building a Neurocommando virtual program. Thanks to some Kosh tech we picked up a while back, they think it's possible and it could really bump up our command. Of course, no guarantee here, sir. I'll require scrap, it won't, and it still might not turn out killing machines. Good soldiers. Oh, this sounds like fun. Sure. You really think it sounds promising? I mean, I'll let you know when the trainees have finished the program. Thank you, sir. Whatever, we all know you're just playing Call of Duty over there. Or Halo. The training program was a failure, sir. I guess our tech was a little too intense. The trainees lost the ability to separate reality from virtual reality and descended into madness. Thing is, I was hooked up too. The virtual trash worms weren't half as scary as they are in real life. Guess they weren't commando material after all, so few of us are. Virtual trash worms. And... okay. I find it funny that they just descended into madness from something like that, but alright, whatever. Guess it's a good thing we weeded out any people that weren't up to snuff. One of Zenon's cardinals, sir. So you're the Imperial battleship I've been hearing about. How have I never seen you around before? We are here to reactivate the Omnis and diminish the suffering in your sector, Cardinal. But your aims contradict themselves, Admiral. Extreme suffering will turn the machines on again. That's why I raided the sector, to help these people suffer. And now in the name of the Church and my Pope, I'd like to help you suffer too. Helpful guy. Alright. Get these out here and doing their thing. And voila. 2 guns. Not great for me. They're good. yet. First wave down. Doing good there, alright. Pull back, pull back. Now, you take that on. You too. Alright, never mind. You focus on the gun. Because they've already got that gun. Ooh, okay. That's a problem for me. Real quick. Okay. Now to tear them apart the rest of the way. Nice payoff with the scrap. Thank you. Well, even if the believers didn't shut down the Omnis, like Brother Lazarus said, then it still doesn't want us hanging around, does he? Brother Lazarus did not think the believers shut down the Omnis, but that doesn't mean Pope Zenon didn't do it. Fallible flesh, sector 2. Pick up an unusual message, sir. It's being broadcast throughout the entire cluster. Some kind of warning. Put it through, Lieutenant. Right away. Until further notice, all Empire facilities that could be in this cluster are off limits. Pragma Shamsi. All trespassing ships will be summarily annihilated. No exceptions. Our word is final. We are the Pragma. Pragma? I guess someone forgot to tell them we're living in an apocalypse. What are these? I again too. What do you want to know? How they are trained. Tell me more about their origins. Pragmas were orphans from the four corners of the galaxy, chosen to be specially trained to show a resolute loyalty to Oberon and feel neither hatred nor pleasure. Additionally, they are instructed on how to use the Nefesh, battleship and body armor that requires constant mental focus to use it. This training takes place from the ages of 4 to 30, at which time their armor becomes something like an organ for them, which they control without even thinking about it. What do you want to know? A quick refresher. Though each dominion has its own judicial system, imperial law concerns legal omnis, Volna and inter-house professional regulations, Rubicon renders omnis unfit to administer justice themselves. Oberon implemented a caste of human judges and executioners to enforce them. This caste is known as the Pragma. So they're the military police. Got it. Pragmas roam the clusters to administer punishment, fines, imprisonment, and even execution to those they deem in violation. They are the law. Got it. Judge Dredd. Sweet. Pragmas are almost robotic in their interpretation of the law and answer only to Oberon. Attack one is, or at least was, a casus belli and strictly forbidden. What kind of omnis were they? Yes, and I'm afraid in the eyes of the Pragma, I'm one myself. Why am I not surprised? Illegal omnis are ones unregistered or disconnected from the fold net. Using certain technology that only the Pragma have, they can detect those omnis. So in other words, they're going to become informed. Sweet. And what do they do with them when they find them? They terminate them naturally, and oftentimes anyone who's harboring them. You mean like us? I do, yes. What do you want to know? Right, what are the advantages? Not like I really need that explained, but okay. Oberon controlled the number of omnis each house could have via the numerous clauses. This was done to maintain the power balance in the Empire. If a house had more omnis than others, it would have more power. The other issue is that by removing omnis from the fold net, these omnis would no longer be monitored by the Empire, and as a result could be tampered with to produce illegal tech. However, because of the inherent nature of the Rubicon, Omnis still could not be used for warring purposes. That was immutable. What do you want to know? Ask what to expect in fight. They are formidable opponents who use their cutting-edge Imperial tech and their self-regenerating shield, which they call the Nefesh. Additionally, they can disrupt, even take over Omni's created tech, crippling defense systems. Interestingly, each Pragma ship is outfitted to be controlled by the minds of 3 Pragma, with a 4th serving as a backup. Point is, Admiral, I'd think twice about warring with them. They are almost unbeatable. I see. Yes, if one is lucky enough to vanquish them in battle, vast exotic treasures could very well be found. So, like, sub-boss is what what I'm being told here is these are basically sub-boss. How can you find them? Well, this time they broadcast their position, let us know they're here. But generally, a normal navigation scanner should be enough to detect them, since they do not hide when protecting an Omni artifact such as a forge. What do you want to know? Alright, let's push on. Just keep in mind, Admiral, that you might have to go through the Pragma if you want to access certain Omni tech, since they often guard it. I'll keep that in mind. Good, now let's get out of here, but hopefully that'll be the last time we ever hear from the Pragma. Their robotic-like nature makes me uncomfortable, says the robot. I heard that. Alright. Let's get one more view. Get more of that, for sure. Nothing to repair. Upgrades. More hull, please. Thank you. And capacitor. I think that'll be important. There. Yeah, I think the heat capacitor will be more important than anything, because if my drones get knocked out, then, like, if my drone section gets knocked out due to heat buildup, I could be toast. Alright, so we've got our quest here with the deliver the senator. Anything else of particular interest? Let's speed along through. We're making pretty good time here, I think. Hey, saw your ship there, so I thought I might as well ask. We need a hyperventilator 23 to make a generator go. Any chance you got one kicking around? I think we got some scrap around here to pay you with, somewhere. Chief here, listening in, we don't have a 23 on our stock, but we could break a bird down and get that way up to you. Break down a squadron to give part to the station. A random squadron will become a hatch. I can't do that because I don't have a non-patched squadrons with this ship. I am Admiral Idaho, Grand Admiral of the Imperial Fleet. Oh yeah, that's nice, so can you help us with the part? Want me to get the part from a bird, Admiral? Would if I could? Alright, but we need our squadrons intact. Yeah, right, I bet you're sitting on a pile of 23s. No, unfortunately, I just don't have anything that would work for you. Abandon our auto factory. Let's do this. Kilo shipping crate with no escort, sir. What do you want to do? Let's investigate. This is a different sort of encounter than I'm used to, so let's see how it goes. Sir, the door's been blasted away from the crate, and there are omnis, functional omnis coming out of it. Did the captain say what I think she said? Sorry, false alarm, it was just the way they were floating out of the crate. It looked like they were wounded, you know. Bring the omnis back to the hangar, Captain. Right away, sir. Yay, scrap. Scan. Abandoned auto factory, nothing fancy. You're my best bet for most of this. Question is, what would I need to guarantee I get everything? Alright, that would improve my soldier's health, but I don't care. That should be fine anyway. So, what do you have that and that. You have all of those. So obviously there's going to be a bit of something here that I could use. Let's test. Probably your addition would be what I need. Yeah. Not what I thought it would improve. You know what? I don't want to waste a bunch of money on it. Let's just do that. Demolition was what this. Oh. Oh well, at least I'll get a good bit of scrap out of this, it looks like. One down, badly. But still a good payoff. Scrapper in a Kosh minefield, sir. Looks like it got the best of it, too. Anyway, your birds can scrap that ship, Captain. In those mines, it's risky. It could damage our birds pretty good. Feel like rolling the dice? I mean, well, they're already patched. We need that scrap. Form a team and get to it. I'm tired of seeing fight footage anyway. Mission was a failure, sir. One of our birds set off a mine, setting off a chain reaction. Luckily, there were no casualties, but we've sustained significant squadron damage from the trap. Can't help but feel like I let the Empire down on this one, sir. No, you're fine. Especially since... Oh, wait, they're already that way. Didn't make a difference. Anything good here? No effects on hull, no effects on hull. So nothing that would work for what I really want. Fix stasis to hit enemies. Yeah, commander to replace one I lost. We're just going to continue on with that. What upgrades did I get? Let's improve my recovery time. There. Starman. Head in this direction. Sir, I'm picking up a transmission from this ship. I think it's some kind of sermon for nearby planets and stations. Listen to the church sermon. Let's hear it. Right away, sir. Listen, believers, for His Eminence has communed once more with our metal gods. They showed him the garden of light and metal, though it was only a glimpse. Its beauty made him weep copious tears. His Eminence encourages you to stick to the path and give him your scrap and yuan so that he can absolve you of your sins. It's really that easy. Today I wanted to speak to you as yet another way you can enter the garden. There is a wicked Imperial battleship among our sectors. It's been attacking our holy peaceful colonies. This ship calls itself the NS Odysseus and is commanded by an evil man named Admiral Elias Edward. Believers, if you see the NS Odysseus, attack! Attack with all you have! Make the NS Odysseus burn! Then it seems to really have it out for us. Remind me what we ever did to him. For in his sectors, that might be enough. What do you want to do, sir? Alright, if I attempt to contact the church ship, it'll probably be a fight. It's you! When I tell His Eminence I've seen you, maybe we will hasten my suffering with lashes from his golden whip. Ask more about this church ship. Travel around spreading lies? His Excellency told me this is what happened, and His Excellency does not lie. He cannot lie, as he is His Excellency. You can't argue with reason like that. Why do I think you have other questions, Sinner? Ask where you can find Zen. Where is Zen in hiding? Hiding is not hiding. Is Zen hiding? He is not hiding. You'll find his holy battleship near the folder in the last sector of this cluster if you dare. Then again, no, you will not find him anywhere. You will die before you do. Sometimes I also have visions, you see. What do I think you have other questions, Sinner? Ask him to stay and shut down the zombies. Just see what he says. I can't believe what I'm hearing. No one loves the zombies as much as he. Besides, no man, not even Ezekiel's and an old woman, is capable of turning off gods. Only gods can do that. Please tell me you are through with your sacrilegious questions, Admiral. And who shut down the machines? You and me and everyone we've ever known, Admiral. We strayed wide and far from the path. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, moving on. Holy destroyers are looking for you. You can run, but they'll find you, Ethan. Our priests blessed by their ships, so their radars detect in, and yours illuminate the darkest darkness of space. No, I'm not actually gonna have a fight with him. Guess he's a non-combat ship. Yes. Fine. Planetary defense and turret wreckage. Chinese mechanicus. That ship looks different. Pride Ma ship. Let's hope they don't detect Cal then. An Imperial ship. Then it is your duty to assist us. We are the Pride Ma. How can we assist you, Pride Ma? We are in need of scrap to repair our battleship. Be careful how you handle this, Admiral. The Pride Ma are rather sensitive. I've got scrap. Might as well. Then the scrap is yours. So it is. We are the Pride Ma. A simple thank you would have been nice. Come on, Admiral. Let's push on. Yeah, I figured it was a let's avoid a fight situation. Scan planet. Planetary defense turret wreckage. Battleship weapon if we can. Okay. And we're pretty well set for it already. Nice. Just launch as is. Continue. Alright, good stuff. Matter destabilizer. Not this one I care about so much. What's that? Apply decay. Yeah, I'll just keep the healer. For now, for my squadron. More useful to me that way. And no point for the mercenary outpost. Move on. You have some questions for me, don't you? As a matter of fact, yes. I knew it, you were doing that looting admiral thing you do. What thing? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Why doesn't he send out full Imperial fleet? That seems like a more pressing question. One set of clones is a single ship at a time. Why not send a full Imperial fleet? Good question. I'm surprised it took you so long to ask it, Admiral. Wait, no I'm not. The first reason is Gaan's resources are finite, and they must be managed. The second reason is that technically we are still on a recon and intel mission. We are still looking for the enemy responsible for shutting the zombies down. Unfortunately, we haven't found them yet. That's what it's like to not be connected. What it's like for you to not have wings. How would I know? I've never had any. Exactly. Alright, so he doesn't know because he hasn't been. How do you feel about being the only one left? Don't you miss being around your kind? Good kid. It's always funny for me to see you humans thinking about us as if we are like you. No, I'm not emotional because of what happened to the Omnis. I'm just very curious about what happened is all. But I do miss talking to the other Calibans on Diana. Our conversations can go on for days, you know. Multiple Calibans talking at the same time for days. That sounds great. Moving on. Local system. Oh, that's a whole lot of probably nope. But I really need to risk it. Search battleship. I don't think blowing you up will help you enter the garden, but I don't think it will hurt either. Alrighty. That's an interesting one. They just nuked that. So let's sneeze. Okay, get some more drones. Now charge. Alright, this is just kind of a slow battle, apparently. They aren't really trying hard enough to do anything to me to... They seem to be primarily staying defensive. Alright, get in there, get in there. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And there we go. Alright, that was a bit of a drawn-out fight, but we did it. And we got some scrap out of it, which is good. Pirates. Incoming transmission. Alright, pirates. This is no place for a ship like yours. Blah, blah, blah. Pirates. Got it. Put frigate there. Fighter there. Drone there. EMP tower, huh? Alright, so far so good. This one's not bringing up nearly the resistance as the last one. Just gonna have them focus on firing on it. Hopefully just take them out. Yep, this could work. There we go. Alright. One more anomaly. Ooh, this looks different. I'm so happy you passed by, Admiral. We have someone who's here who's heard about your ship and would like to join your crew. I know it may not be a popular move in this system for you, but everyone's gotta take a stand sometime or another. Alright. Well, bring something new to it, I guess, for now. That works. Star map. Let's try to finish up this quest. See what comes of that. And then see if we can finish this sector before we wrap up this episode, I think. That'll be the best move for it. Incoming message. You are harboring an unregistered Omni, which is in direct violation of Law 7 of the Omni Reg. I will now board your ship and terminate you, your crew, and your Omni. We are the Pragma. All by himself? Is this guy for real? I'm afraid he is, Lieutenant. Don't know how, sir, but that Pragma has boarded our ship. Strangest thing is, he's not even bothering to hide. Couldn't be too hard to defeat him. How do you want to do so, sir? You do well not to underestimate a Pragma, Admiral. Believe me. Alright. How about a skilled officer? Lieutenant, we need your help. Take out this Pragma. I'll try, sir, but to be honest, these Pragmas, I don't even know if I can puncture their armor. This will be interesting to see how it goes. Did I lose an officer just now? A message from the lieutenant, sir. Sir, I'm gonna need some help here. This is the toughest SOB I've ever fought. I can't hold on much longer. Condition not satisfied. Try sucking the Pragma out in an airlock? Alright. Lure him to an airlock. We'll suck him out. I'll try, sir, for the Empire. 50-50 chance. Good and bad news, sir. We sucked the Pragma into space, but we also sucked out a lot of scrap and some commandos do collateral damage. Ugh. Incoming message. I don't know how, Admiral, but you defeated my Pragma brother. You're lucky this battleship needs 3 Pragmas to battle, or yours would be in flames right now. We are the Pragma. I believe her, sir. As do I, Lieutenant. Come on, let's get out of here while we still can. Oof. Ow. That really sucked. Let's get out of here. Proceed to the scavenger race. Omniforge, deliver the senator to his home planet. Okay, let's see how this goes. Sir, do you remember the senator we saved from the Aki brig in the last sector? Well, it appears we've at last reached his home planet. Captain delivered the senator to his planet once. This is the guy who promised us a big reward, right? I hope he's a man of his word. Probably not, but who knows. I wanted to personally thank you, Admiral. Because of what you've done, we can resume our session and hopefully improve the lives of our citizens. You're welcome, Congresswoman. I wish you the best of luck in these difficult times. Thank you, Admiral. We're certainly going to need it. By delivering me safely to my own planet, you lived up to your end of the deal, Admiral, and now so will I. Here, this is your reward, which you so thoroughly enjoy. Hey, basically made up for what I just lost. Sweet. I wish you nothing but success on your journey. Your ship is an inspiration to us all. Hail Oberon. The legislative body consists of nothing but humans. Interesting. Visit the Omniport! Whee! Let's make something better. How about the fighters here? And the frigate, since I've only got the one. And let's see what one of these just see how it changes. Alright. And one of these drones, and we'll leave it. I think don't want to use up all my fuel just in case things go bad. That's everything for here. Star map. Boss fight. Let's see if we can do it. So I probably should have upgraded before doing this. Really now. Well, I probably should have updated something on my ship. The Cardinal, sir. My holy destroyer has been blessed by the High Priest and is ready for carnage. These are your last rites. Admiral, now might be a good time for me to make an appearance before this Cardinal attacks us. Go ahead, machine. Maybe we can avoid this battle yet. Hello, Cardinal. What are you? I am an Omni. At 187, I am old enough to have seen the Omnis. You do not resemble them in the slightest. I am unique, it's true, but I assure you, I too am an Oberon machine. No, this is a trick. You have crew members inside that metal, pulling levers and pushing buttons. I've seen vulgar shows before, I bet. Now, Admiral, the time has come to atone for your sins. You may start by dying in an enormous ball of flame. Sorry, Admiral, I tried. I guess some people wouldn't recognize a god even if they were in a transmission with one. I find it interesting, he's like, now would be a good time, though previously he was like, yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Oh well, it is what it is. Over level 3. You go there. You go there. And we begin. That's great. More drones. I guess I should be thankful that they seem to be sticking primarily to frigates as their type of ship, since my drones can actually do the most damage on those. Yes, Monrad. Thank you very much. Alright, let's spawn you and spawn you in. Gonna focus on their ship at the moment. There we go. Got that big gun. Thrown out. Alright, well, got through another layer of their hull, even if they can't take them out themselves. Oh, okay, so much for that one. Was part of my hull. Get everyone out. Let's get some more people over there to beat up that frigate of theirs. Yeah, focus fire on it. And that one as well, if I can. That gunnery, that big turret one of theirs is a problem. I think it has repair potential abilities, but we'll see how it goes. Move. Really? It's just delaying the inevitable. I'm gonna beat you. Just annoyingly gonna take a while. You're down to one piece of hull already. All I have to do is get some ships after your. Oh, are we moving on the offensive now? Alright, well this is proving problematic. Focus on that. Focus on that. Take out those guns. Quick. Take out their ship in general quick. If you would be so kind. Just need to take out one more layer. Yes, thank you. Alright, I can fix up that part at least. Doing better than I thought it would as a scrapper ship. I really didn't think it would do this well. Kinda surprised. Alright, visit the shop, repair. UN. Close that. Let's look at my upgrade potentials. Squadrons. Alright. Squadron dock recovery. What's my map look like? Not too bad. Alright everyone, I think this is a good spot to end this episode though. Don't want it to go too long and I need to call it a night here pretty quick. Next time I guess we'll press on and see if we can actually defeat the sector with the scrapper ship that I thought was going to be a quick loss. And has surprisingly held up a lot better than I thought it would. Yeah, strange things happen. Anyway, hope you're enjoying it. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with new releases, and have a great night everyone. Bye!